Hey, what is going on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the best build for Haldir in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to do is look at Haldir's army composition. So let's click on Haldir. Let's go over here, and as you can see, I have 1,750 Marchwardens and 200 Eagles. So the build I'm going to be giving you for Haldir is basically focused on ranged and beast. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have the best ranged unit possible. So if you're playing Lothlorien or Linden or even Arno, I believe, you have ranged tier 4s, so you're going to want to stack Haldir with these units. So for us, it's Marchwarden, so as you can see, I'm using my Marchwardens, and you're going to want to put like 1,500 plus of them. And then for your beast units, you're going to use, well, anything that's a beast, because they'll all be healed the same by the one skill of his. So I use eagles just because, you know, I like eagles. They're pretty strong, pretty fast, etc. But you can also use Beonings if you don't have eagles unlocked, or whatever other beast type unit you want. So yeah, that's the army you're going to use. You're going to use beasts mixed with ranged units. Obviously, if you're playing a faction with ranged T4, that's the best possible thing. If you don't, then just go to whatever best T3 range unit you have. So whether it's Elvish or whatever, doesn't really matter. Just gonna go with ranged units and beast type units. So yeah, that's the army composition. Let's get on to the equipment. So let's click on commanders and equipment. So your equipment that you're gonna use, you're gonna try to focus on stuff that gives buffs to ranged units, because yeah, they're going to be your main hitting power, I would say. Your beasts are there to deal damage, obviously, but they're also more for meat shield, because they're going to be healed every single round due to his one skill, and that's going to give them good survivability. So your ranged units are going to be dealing the damage. So for me, as you can see, I have a Markwood bow here, which gives you attack ranged +1. I have Hunter Skin, which defense ranged +6. Attack on Trapper's Hood, attack ranged +1. And I got Hithlane, which gives me army HP +1. I don't really have an accessory here that gives ranged, so yeah, I'm just using Hithlane for now until I get something that affects range specifically, or that, you know, a bit better than that. But yeah, so your equipment, you're going to want to try focus on stuff that gives ranged buffs and makes your ranged units stronger and stronger. So that's going to be army, and now we're going to go on to skills. So skills, let's go to allocate points, and obviously I did forget to do the disclaimer earlier, but I'm going to do it now. So disclaimer, obviously I'm assuming that you have your commander, so in this case Haldir, at respect 5. This gives you access to all his skills and gives you 5 skill points, and you have him at level 50, which gives you 50 skill points plus whatever comes from your title, which in this case he's balanced, so that gives you an extra 2, which should give you a total of 57 skill points. So the first thing you're gonna have, and you're gonna have maxed out, is Sylvan Elf. The reason for this, it's not really that good a skill, I don't think. You know, poison damage, physical damage, whatever, I don't really like it that much. But you have to have it maxed out, because if you have this maxed out, then you can max out Beast Training. So Beast Training recovers 100% HP per round for Beast unit. And this is why I said you're gonna want to have Eagles or Beonings or something to be your meat shield / you know, melee units, and allow your ranged units to deal all the damage. So you're going to put 15 points into Sylvan Elf, 7 points into Beast Training, then you're going to put 7 points into Forest Agility, and this is because this gives the allied ranged unit a 20% chance of attacking twice per round. So instead of getting one attack, there's a 20% chance that they may get 2 attacks each round. So it's a pretty good skill to have, because there is 10 rounds of combat, obviously, if you survive all 10. So yeah, it's a pretty good skill to have, and I recommend definitely getting this. So this will be 15, 7, 7, 14, so that's 29 points gone. Then you're going to want to put 1 skill into Marchwarden of Lothlorien. And the reason why, like, I mean, you're going to say, why 1 skill point? The reason you're going to put 1 skill point into Marchwarden of Lothlorien every single time is because if you look at the skill, it's, okay, it does some damage, whatever, but then 1 allied units avoid next damage received. So on every third round, one of your units will avoid a damage received, and that could be 20, 30,000 damage depending whether it's from a commander unit. So it's a very good skill to have, and it only costs you 1 skill point, so that's going to be 30 skill points used. 15 in Sylvan Elf, 7 in Beast, 7 in Forest, and 1 in Marchwarden of Lothlorien. The next thing you're going to want to upgrade is Galadrim. So Galadrim, you're going to max that out, 15 out of 15, and this gives allied ranged units physical damage plus 18%. Effect is modified by your speed stat. So obviously equipment, we talked about equipment that's, you know, gives you range buff, but if it does give you speed as well, that is good, because it's going to help you out over here. because now basically all your ranged units are going to do 18% more damage, 18% more damage at base. Whatever your speed stat is, depends how high it is, that will be modified and be even higher. So as you can see, this is why I said you're going to want to have a really good ranged unit. So if you have T4 ranged like Noldor, Longshots, or Marchwardens, it's going to be even stronger. So yeah, that's going to be another 15 points. So that's going to be 45 points total. The next thing you're going to want to max out is shield training. And this gives ranged units damage received minus 14%. So that's, pretty self-explanatory. You take less damage while your ranged units take less damage. And the last thing you want to max out is Fortify. Unfortunately, you will not have enough skill points to actually max out your Fortify. I believe I have Haldir at respect 6, so you'll only be able to get Fortify to 5 out of 7. Though if you do have him at a high respect level, put those points into Fortify, or if you've imparted wisdom and have skill points via that, then put those skill points into Fortify as well. And what this does is it causes all allied units to receive less physical damage. However, it only applies if they're defending. So if you're attacking an enemy commander, this buff, this 45 buff, won't come into consideration. But if you're defending, so you're sitting on a tile and someone attacks you, then this will count. And it's really good because maxed out, that is 18% less damage received. So if you're defending, your ranged units are going to take minus 18% plus minus 14%. So that's quite a lot. That's what, 32%? That is 32% less damage per round to your ranged units, and 18% less damage obviously to your beast units. Though if you don't have it maxed out, or like I can't even afford that. If you only have respect 5 and level 50, you're not going to be able to max this out. That's okay, it's alright, don't worry about it. At least you're going to be able to get minus 15% or 13% or so. So yeah, these are the skills you're going to want to use on your Haldir. Anyway, let's do a quick overview, guys. So overview of this video: your army composition, you're going to go, so let's show Haldir, you're going to use beast type units and ranged units. Okay, you can use eagles, you can use Beonings, whatever beast type units you prefer. I really like using eagles, they work pretty well with this build. And for your ranged units, you're going to want to use the best possible ranged units you have. If you're Linden, Arnor, or Lothlorien, or any other faction with ranged T4, then you're going to want to put those there. If you don't have them, then put your best ranged T3 units. So in my case, playing Lothlorien, I do have Marchwardens, so that's my Marchwardens. Then over at your equipment, so let's go to Haldir. You're going to want to get stuff. You're going to want to get equipment that modifies a speed stat, so get a speed stat as high as possible, as well as giving range buff. So army attack ranged, army defense ranged, army attack ranged, and well, obviously because I don't have something that gives that, I just use this, which gives army HP. So that's going to be equipment stuff that modifies speed and increases your speed, as well as buffs your ranged unit. Then for your skill build, you're going to put 15 points into Sylvan Elf, not because it's good, but because you want the branched abilities. So 15 points into Sylvan Elf to max it out, so that you can max out Beast Training and Forest Agility. Beast Training will help your units recover HP every round, your Beast units only. And Forest Agility gives your ranged units a 20% chance of attacking twice per round. It's not that high, but if it does help, you do get lucky and it does come into effect, you can deal a lot of damage. That'll be 29 points. 1 point goes into Marchwarden of Lothlorien, because every 3 rounds, one of your units will be able to avoid 1 damage received. You're going to max out Galadrim next, which is another 15 points. Increase your physical damage by 18% and modified by speed stats. So this effect of plus 18% damage for ranged units could be modified even higher to 20, 25, 30%, depending how high your speed stat is. Then you're going to want to max out shield training, which gives your ranged units minus 14% damage received. And finally, whatever points you have left go into Fortify, which gives all your allied units, so all the units in your army, physical damage received minus 18% at max, 15% at 15.4% at 6 out of 7, a bit less depending on what level you have it on. Just remember, the skill only comes into effect when you're defending, so you're going to want to try to get your Haldir defending against enemy armies instead of attacking if possible. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and it helps you out. If you guys have any questions on the build or the army composition or the gear or anything like that, or even suggestions for future commander videos, let me know down below in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.